Hey everybody, it's Grady at Twin Creek Audio. Not exactly back in the studio today, kind of, because you see I had a little problem that I had to call Ghostbusters for in the studio. No, I'm kidding, it actually had a little bit of a water leak. So I've got a little small setup here in the house so I can show you some things, and today I've got a Yamaha RM804 Recording Mixer. There's the brochure and the manual. So hang out with me and let's check out this cool little mixer. Okay, let's go in for a closer look at the Yamaha RM804. You can see right here it says Yamaha Recording Mixer model RM804. You have 4 VU meters for the 4 subgroups. Then you have a stereo left and right VU meter. At the top of each channel we have the bus assign switches. The odd numbers are not colored in and the even numbers are colored in around the numbers. So these are the assign switches for the subgroups and the pan control for the subgroup. Then you've got a mic line tape switch. So if you want the tape input to come through the main channel, you would drop that switch. Then you've got your gain control, which is for the microphone input. And then the 3-band EQ with a 15 dB cut or boost at 10 kilohertz here, 2 kilohertz peaking, or like a bell curve is what I think of that as, for the mid band, and 100 hertz shelving EQ for the low band. Then you got the echo send control here, and that has a post and tape switch that determines whether the echo send is fed post fader or from the tape. Then you've got the stereo pan control, which corresponds to the big red stereo fader. So for mix down, you would want to drop all of these, and that will bring your 8 tape returns down through the main channels. But when you're tracking, you would use these stereo controls down here. This is not a pan control. It's kind of, things are in kind of a weird place on this mixer. So this is actually your tape return mixer, like its own little sub mixer. So basically this is an inline console. It's just laid out kind of strange. I definitely recommend, if you pick one of these up, that you get the manual. If anybody has one of these and they don't have the manual, I have the manual right here. And I'd be happy to take some scans of that, but I'm going to include some of that at the end of this video too, as some screenshots. So you can just freeze frame the video if you want and do it that way. At the bottom of each channel we've got a 60mm fader, and we've got a master fader, but this is for the stereo side, which is like the tape return where it comes back. The left hand side of the master section, you've got the echo send master. You got the program masters for 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you look at the right hand side of the master section, we have these assign switches. These are for the echo returns right here. So they can be assigned to the stereo main mix down here, that big red fader. Oh, you can kind of see that at the bottom of the camera. And then the echo return left and right. And over here, this is your monitor assign for what's going to go to your monitor output. So you can monitor any combination of the subgroups, the stereo, or 2-track in over here. And then of course your monitor volume right there. Okay, you will have to excuse the mess. As I said in the beginning of the video, I had a minor flood in the studio, so a lot of my studio gear is just here kind of in the dining room right now. But we'll look at the back panel of this little console here. You got inserts on RCA jacks, out, over, in, and you can see they have little jumpers there. So on this console, if you take these jumpers out, you just don't get any signal through the channel. So that's why if you find one of these and it's missing these and it doesn't work, well, it's not because the console's broken. You have to have these jumpers and these -10 RCA jacks for the signal to flow through the channel. Then below that, you've got, basically this is tape inputs and outputs. You've got 8 direct outputs on this. So you can use this just for the preamps in it. And the preamps on this little board actually sound really good, which is typical of a lot of Yamaha stuff. You know, they actually sound pretty good. So you've got a direct out and then the input from your tape machine. Now these are -10 RCA jacks, But most interfaces, if you're using a digital interface, there's going to have a software way to switch between -10 and +4. As long as you've got an RCA to 1/4 inch snake or something like that, or 8 cables, you should be fine. Then of course your mic input, mic line, which you don't have a separate jack on this for line, but that means you can plug a line level source into these XLRs. Moving over into kind of the back panel, the master section, you've got the program out, which is your subgroups 1 through 4, and then you've got a sub in. That's so you can use a sub mixer and link that to the subgroups on this mixer. Then your echo send, which is -10, but it's on a 1/4 inch jack. Your echo return, -20, also on 1/4 inch jacks. You plug into the left side for mono or both for stereo on your echo return. And then you've got your monitor outputs, which are +4, and that's to go to your studio monitors. And then of course the power switch and the power cable, which is not detachable, but that's not a real big deal. Made in Japan. Recording mixer, model RM804, made in Japan.
Look out, I'm on my way over. Gone for way too long. Everything seems a little off. Elephants in the room, yeah. Look out, I'm not over. Deucing, I'm on my way out. Elephants in the room, yeah. On my way downtown. Pretty faces all over. Don't mean anything to me. Look out, I'm not over. Elephants in the room, yeah. Look out, I'm coming over. Deucing, I'm on my way out. Elephants in the room, yeah. On my way downtown. Pretty faces all over. Don't mean anything to me. Just can't believe. Watch out, I'm not over. Elephants in the room, yeah. Look out, on my way over. Deucing, I'm on my way out. Elephants in the room, yeah.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that and getting to see this really cool little Yamaha mixer. These are a great little mixer. They look really cool. They're small and compact, and of course it's a Yamaha, so it's going to be reliable, and Yamaha equipment usually sounds really good too. This little console is no exception. I've used this on quite a few projects, and I find that it's a great sounding mixer in a small size, and it still has the look of a big mixer, so it's really seriously cool. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you all have an excellent day, night, evening, hour, minute, second, nanosecond, whatever it is you're having. Have a good one, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.